So what we are having is, we are having a present value of the loan amount which we have taken. This is 100,000. Okay, so the present value or the loan amount is 100,000. The interest rate at which I have taken the loan is 9% per annum. Okay, I want to know how much will be my EMI. Okay, so for all this type of loan, okay, which is a house loan, what happens is, this type of loan are known as amortization loan or amortizing loan. A part of the loan is a part of your EMI. So the amortization loan, or part of your EMI is principal payment, and a part is your interest payment. So what happens is, since you are paying interest and principal, so with this principal, the amount of principal outstanding, it decreases. So what happens is, initially you will be paying, so let's say if this is your EMI and this axis is our interest rate, not interest rate, interest. So initially the interest payment is huge. Okay, and let's say this axis is principal payment. Okay, principal payment is initially low, but principal payment, it increases with time. Why? Because your amount outstanding is decreasing. As a result, interest on outstanding amount is decreasing. So interest payment decreases with time, principal payment, it increases with time, but the EMI remains constant. So that is the characteristic of amortization loan. At the end, what happens is, you have paid all your loan, so future value will become 0. So present value is 100,000, I by Y is 9%, future value is 0, right? N is, let's say you are talking about 15 years. So you have taken a loan of 15 years. So can I say 15 into 12 is equal to 180 will be your number of periods. Okay, and your I by Y is 9% per annum, but since we are talking about the per month, so I will have 9 by 12 and 0.75% is my interest rate. Okay, now how do you solve this in your calculator, in your BA2 plus? How do we solve the same thing? Okay, so we can solve the same thing in our BA2 plus. Okay, and what we are saying is, so first, okay, let's start our calculator. Okay, so let's say we have started our calculator. What we have is, okay, we have 100,000. 100,000, can I say, is your PV, that is the amount of money you have got. Can I say that number of periods is 180, because 15 into 12 is 180. I by Y will be 9 divided by 12 or 0.75. 0.75 is your I by Y. Okay, future value, I know it's 0. So if you compute the PMT, okay, so that means for $100,000 loan, your PMT is coming as 1014. That means every month you will pay 1014. Okay, now I ask you a question: how much interest you paid in the first month? Okay, how do you compute? So this is your PMT, this is your EMI, but a part of this EMI will be interest and part will be principal. How do you find out how much is interest, how much is principal? So what we have is, okay, so but how so deduct interest, right, Aditya? So you have to compute the interest. So how do you compute the interest? So you will apply that PRT by 100 and you will compute the interest. Okay, now if I want you to compute the principal and interest after 10 months, so the 10th month installment that you have paid, how much is principal and how much is interest? Okay, it will become very tedious for you to compute. So what you have is, in this calculator, if you see above PV, there is a button called as amort. Okay, so this is a amort function which is given to you. It will help you in calculation this interest. So what the prerequisite of amort function is, first you solve this time value of money. Okay, then once you have solved this time value of money, what you do is press this second and press this PV. It means that you are pressing this amort button. So press this PV. Okay, now in this amort function, what you see is, so I will go down and show you the things. First it is asking for P1, that is the period from which it should start. Okay, then you see that it is asking for P2, the period at which it should end. Okay, if you see over here, it is showing some balance, that is the principal amount outstanding. Okay, it is showing a principal, that means the principal amount paid. Okay, it is showing interest, that is the interest amount paid. Okay, now let's say we are interested in finding out how much I have paid in first month. So I will put P1 as 1, okay, go down, put P2 also as 1 because I am interested in finding out for first month, okay. So that means if you are interested in finding out for kth month, your P1 and P2 will be same and it will be equal to k. So P2 here will also be equal to 1, okay. If you go down, what it says is the balance remaining is 99,735. So after first year, after first installment, this is the principal outstanding. If you go down, it says that 264 is the principal that you have paid, okay, and the remaining will be your interest. So 750 is your interest that you have paid, okay. So if you compute the interest, so if somebody wants to compute the interest, he can compute the same way. So what you have is, you have taken a home loan of $100,000 for first month. What will be the interest? So 0.75% is the rate, okay, and 1 month, right? So 0.75 principal rate time is 1 month by 100. So if you compute this, this will come as 750. So 750 is the interest, and that is what our calculator is also showing to us. So the interest is 750. Is it clear? Right now what we will see is, so interest you have paid is 750, okay. Now if you go down, okay, you will be again back with P1 P2, okay. Now let's say I want you to know how much principal you paid in between first month and 12th month, that is in 1 year how much principal and how much interest you paid, okay. So what we will do is, P1 is 1, we will change P2 to 12, okay. So we will change P2 to 12, okay. Just give me 1 second, okay. So you will change P2 to 12, okay. So once again, principal amount paid at 10th month in Calci, please, okay. Okay, so let's say Aditya is asking for, let's say we want to find out how much interest and principal paid in 10 month. So 10th month, okay. So P1 is 10, P2 will be also 10, go down. It says that the balance remaining after 10 months is 97,266. That is, you still have to pay. The principal that you have paid is 282. Okay, the interest, should it be more than 750, less than 750, equal to 750? Definitely it should be less. So this is 731. Okay, so that is what is happening. On 10th month you have paid 731 as interest and 282 as principal. Okay. Now if I want to compute between first month and 12th month, that is in 1 year how much you have paid. So P2 is 12, okay, and balance is this. So it is saying that 3,305 is the principal that you have paid in 1 year, okay. 8,865 is the interest that you have paid, okay. Now if somebody wants to compute that in this entire 180 month, how much he has paid principal and how much he has paid interest. Principal is very easy to compute because you have taken 100,000 loan, so you will pay 100,000 principal, okay. So it is computing the balance, that is the balance remaining after 1 year, 15 year. So if you see the balance, it is minus 1.23. So it is saying that it is a approximate value. So star is showing its approximate value, not a correct value, but ideally it should be 0. Okay, so I think it should be minus, it should be 0. Okay, see the principal that is being paid, 100,000 is the principal that you pay, okay, because this is the loan that you have taken. See the interest, so 82,567 is the interest that you have paid. So you took a house loan of 100,000, you end up paying this much interest, okay. So this is the beauty of this amount calculation. Using this you will be very easily able to compute all these things. This will come very handy when you are using the, when you are solving the problems related to bonds, okay, and capital leases. So it is very useful in the financial reporting, okay. So we will see like the uses as and when we proceed with the other courses, okay. So what we have completed till now is we have completed reading number 5, okay. Reading number 5 was dealing with the time value of money,